All the teachings are same. You talk about Tai Chi or Ayurveda or Reiki or anything else, all the teachings are same.
Right.
It's the way you presented it.
A very warm welcome to the next episode of Ink and Insight. I'm extremely pleased that I have such a special guest today, a friend of mine who has diverse interest, Preeti Agrawal. Preeti ji, thank you so much for being a part of my show. I'm extremely happy to have you on my show. Welcome in the Ink and Insights.
Thank you so much, Ji, and thank you everybody for all those who are watching this show. I'm extremely delighted to be here.
थोरै प्रीतिजीको बारेमा भन्न चाहन्छु. प्रीतिजी she's got diverse interest. She's done her gemologist from United States, as well as she's done her undergrad in fine arts from India, and she has also clinical psychology from Tribhuvan University. She's a certified Pranic Healer, and she does multiple things. So extremely happy to have you in my show. Preeti, I just want to get started with a basic question. तपाईको यो प्राणिक हिलिङमा interest कसरी भयो? How did you start despite having all this interest?
I will say, so Pranic Healing was started by a man named Master Choa Koksui. उहाँ चाहिँ फिलिपिन्समा हुनुहुन्छ. उहाँले स्टार्ट गर्नुभयो. Before 2013, I was living in Bombay. And त्यो बेला चाहिँ मैले विपश्यना practice गर्थ्यो. And I was already into spirituality. I was a very curious soul. I wanted to know how life works. हामी किन जन्मेको, हामीसँग यो कुरा किन हुन्छ, मैले यो साथी किन बनाइरहेको छु, झगडा किन भइरहेछ. So all these questions was always used to, एउटा हुन्छ नि जिज्ञासा चाहिँ जगाउँथे कि. अनि म खोजमा भनौँ न, खोजमा विपश्यना पनि गयो, क्रिया योगा नि गर्यो, महावतार बाबाजीको क्रिया योगा. I went to other different schools. I did art of living. And त्यो बेला मलाई migraine पनि थियो. So I left Bombay and I came to Kathmandu in 2013 and I had done Reiki also त्यो बेला. So Reiki मा चाहिँ 7 चक्रको बारेमा भनिन्छ हैन. अनि मेरो एउटा दिदीले चाहिँ Pranic Healing गर्नुभएको थियो. अनि she said there are 11 chakras. So I said, what are those next 4 chakras? Again, curiosity. अनि अर्को 4 चक्र कुन हो भनेर मैले सोधेँ हैन. ल तिमी जाऊ न त Pranic Healing गर भन. And then I went for the class. अनि मैले class, when I went to the foundation, जुन चाहिँ हाम्रो कमलादीमा थियो त्यो बेला, अनि त्यहाँ चाहिँ मैले के हेरेँ भनेको crystal healing class, Pranic crystal healing class. So I was like, oh, I want to do this class, because I was already into crystals. म चाहिँ पढिसकेको थियो. Crystals को healing properties भनेर मैले थाहा भइसकेको थियो, and I was already making jewelry.
So you wanted to do a crystal class prior to Pranic Healing?
Yeah, so I was more interested in crystal healing class, right? But they said, no, you have to do a basic class, you have to do advanced class, you have to do psychotherapy class, and then only you can do crystal class. So I had no choice, so I enrolled myself for basic class.
Right.
But basic class itself, matra garera, मलाई त्यो बेला migraine थियो, that migraine got healed. Because I knew certain techniques to clean my chakra and also to forgive people. कति बेला के हुन्छ subconsciously हामीले धेरै grudgesहरू, angerहरू, रिसहरू hold गरिरहेको हुन्छ हैन. So I got those techniques and then I could easily forgive myself, forgive others, and my migraine went away. And then there was no looking back. So I went for advanced course, I went for psychotherapy course, and then in 2013 December मैले soul and arhathic class गर्यो.
Right.
Then I made a resolution that, oh, मलाई एउटा treasure पाइसकेको छ. It's like a treasure. If I don't practice these anymore, my life will not change. So I made a resolution in 2013 that from 2014 Jan, I will start doing these practices.
Right.
And after starting arhathic practices, Pranic Healing, जुन arhathic practices हुन्छ, my life drastically started changing. Just not physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, everything just got better.
Right.
And I'm here right now.
So what do you think is the underlying philosophy that sort of drive this practices?
So Pranic Healing, Pranic comes from the word prana. Prana भनेको के हो? प्राण शक्ति, right? When मान्छेहरू when they die, what do we say? उसको प्राण गइसक्यो. We don't say he stopped taking oxygen, right? So what we do here is हाम्रो बडीमा जब प्राण शक्ति कम हुन्छ, मात्रा कम हुन्छ, we have disease. रोग आउँछ बडीमा. सो हामीले Pranic Healingबाट के गर्ने हो? हाम्रो जुन एउटा Pranic Healingमा के भन्छ, हाम्रो दुईटा शरीर हुन्छ. एउटा चाहिँ यो फिजिकल शरीर अनि अर्को चाहिँ ऊर्जा शरीर. सो हामीले ऊर्जा शरीरमा चाहिँ हाम्रो चक्र हुन्छ हैन. चक्रमा चाहिँ हाम्रो नेगेटिभ एनर्जीजहरू चाहिँ बसेको हुन्छ त्यो हामीले निकाल्ने हो अनि हामीले त्यो रिप्लेस गर्ने हो पोजिटिभ एनर्जीबाट So the simple technique is a no drug, no touch therapy. We don't touch the person. We give no drugs. And imagine you don't have to take any drugs, any medicine, and you still get cured.
Right.
Nothing like it.
So I think it's also derived from चाहिँ आयुर्वेदा त्यस पछाडि तपाईको यो चाइनिज हिलिङ प्र्याक्टिसेसहरुमा पनि चाहिँ तपाईको धेरै प्राण सम्बन्धी एक्सरसाइजेस प्र्याक्टिसेसहरु छ इभन प्राणायाम इटसेल्फ राइट आई थिंक इट्स ऑल द कम्पोजिसन अफ And
see, all the teachings are same. You talk about Tai Chi or Ayurveda or Reiki or anything else, all the teachings are same.
Right.
It's the way you presented it. You know, if you go to a school, a student will like some maths teacher and some not. Why? Because the way they present it and the way they teach it. You can make the subject easy or you can make the subject difficult.
True.
So Master Choa has made the teaching, that's what we're talking about right now, right? So he's made the teachings very, very easy. So that simple मान्छेले पनि बुझ्न सकोस् हिलिङ कसरी गर्ने चक्र भनेको के हो अरा भनेको के हो आज हामीले वेद प्राण त्यो हेभी बुक्स पढ्न थाल्यो भने मान्छेले बुझ्दैनन् अनि यंगस्टर्सहरु पढ्न पनि चाहदैन किनकि बुक्स आर सो हेभी तर मास्टरले यस्तो सिम्प्लिफाई गर्नु भएको छ सेम टिचिङ्स हो तर इट्स पुट इन अ भेरी सिम्प्लिफाइड वे प्राणिक हिलिङ
राइट सो यो प्राणिक हिलिङमा चाहिँ तपाईको यो डिस्टेन्स हिलिङ पनि सम्भव छ
Oh, yeah. We can do self-healing and distance healing. So let's say, आज मान्छे अमेरिकामा युएसमा बसिरहेछ किनकि हामीले फिजिकल बडीसँग हाम्रो कनेक्सन छैन नि त हामी एनर्जी बडीमा काम गरिरहेको सो एनर्जी बडी आई क्यान फिल इट फ्रम एनीवेयर इट्स अ इन्टेन्सन सो हाम्रो एउटा टेक्निक छ स्क्यानिङ भनेर जुन हामीले बेसिक क्लास सिकाउँछौँ सो मैले मान्छेको नाम पाएँ भने अर फोटो पाएँ भने मैले इन्टेन्सन गरेर उसको चक्रस उसको एनर्जी स्क्यान गरेर थाहा पाउन सक्छु उसको एनर्जी कस्तो छ अनि त्यही एनर्जीले मैले बाहिर निकाल्न सक्छु अनि पोजिटिभ एनर्जी हाल्यो भने त्यो मान्छे पनि निको हुन्छ सो ऑल वी नीड इज त्यो अर्को मान्छे चाहिँ त्यहाँ wherever he is he has to be receptive he needs to have faith
अनि तपाईले त अरु विभिन्न प्र्याक्टिसेसहरु पनि गरेर आउनुभयो एज यु सेड रेकी गर्नुभयो त्यसपछि यो ब्रिदिङ सँग रिलेटेड अरु प्र्याक्टिसेसहरु पनि गर्नुभयो हाउ डज इट डिफर विथ दैट प्राणिक हिलिङ तपाईको
See, when I was doing other practices, I was practicing Vipassana. I could not heal my migraine. They don't teach you to heal. होइन त्यो भन्दैन तर when I came into pranic healing, everything is so scientific. अब आज मैले यो खुट्टा क्रस गरेर बसिरहेको छ के हुन्छ मैले हात कसरी गरेर बस्यो के हुन्छ अरा कसरी ब्लक हुन्छ त्यो तपाईले लजिकली सबै कुरा बुझ्नुहुन्छ त्यो चाहिँ मैले कुनै पनि अरु संस्थामा चाहिँ पाएन यहाँ चाहिँ मैले के पाएँ भनेपछि चक्रको क्वालिटी के हो प्रोपर्टिज के हो यो गरे भने के हुन्छ सो मैले त्यो रिजनिङ चाहिँ पाएँ के सो मेरो माइन्ड इज आई थिंक 50% इन्ट्युसनल 50% लजिकल सो मैले चाहिँ इन्ट्युसन चाहिँ आइरहेको छ तर मैले त्यसको पछाडि लजिक के हो त्यो पनि खोज्छु कि एन्ड वी आर ड्रिभन बाई लजिक अब सोसाइटी इज ड्रिभन बाई लजिक वी निड एन्सर्स टु एभ्रिथिङ अब त्यो एन्सर्स पाएन भने आज मान्छे हाम्रो जुन आज कल्चर छ हिन्दू कल्चर त्यो पनि अगाडि बढ्दैन होला होइन वाइ विल दे से आई प्रे टु लर्ड कृष्ण you have to give them the reason. Okay, they are the aspect, what they are the aspect of God. So they will pray to Lord Krishna, right? So our culture and I think next generation needs logic. Forget next generation, I think we also need logic, right?
कहिलेकाहीँ चाहिँ तपाईको यो हिलिङको प्रोसेसमा चाहिँ it's difficult for people to sort of buy the idea that तपाईले टाढाबाट बसेर अथवा एनर्जी कुनै बिना ड्रग चाहिँ हैन अब रोगहरु चाहिँ विषय गर्ने भने त यसलाई यो त सिधा चाहिँ साइन्सको अपोजिसनमा उभिया जस्तो देखिँदैन यो
No, it's scientifically proven. I know अब हाम्रो scientifically there's something called as Korean camera. तपाईले त्यसको अरा अनि चक्रसको पिक्चर्स दिन सक्नुहुन्छ हैन सो एकचोटी मान्छेले एक्सपीरियन्स गरिसकेपछि मान्छेले त्यही चाहिँ आउँछ दिस हैज बीन साइन्टिफिकली प्रुभन एन्ड मान्छेले पनि सबै कुरा जुन प्रोटोकल बनाएको छ हरेक रोगको जुन प्रोटोकल बनाएको छ त्यो सबै एक्सपेरिमेन्ट गरिसकेपछि मान्छेमा गरिसकेपछि मात्र मान्छे देख्नु भयो सो इट्स नट समथिङ विच इज सुपरस्टिशियस और he also says even when you sit in his class he'll say हामीले पहिला के भन्यो भन्दाखेरि believe in intelligent evaluation don't believe in superstition even when I am saying things you question me that is what I liked about pranic healing or school जस्तो होइन मैले जे भनिसके त्यही गर्नु पर्यो त्यस्तो होइन so you are free to question but question politely so that was the beauty of pranic healing and I had a lot of questions in the class my first okay why did master pass away so early he was a healer right why didn't he live for so long right so I had all those questions And thankfully, my instructors, my mentors answered those questions for me. Had they not been able to answer, I would not have probably continued with Pranic Healing. But it made sense to me.
Right.
You will not believe, in 2018, I had an appendicitis attack. Okay? What happens in appendicitis attack? You go for a surgery. Doctor later turante surgery jao bhandiन्छ. So I went to the doctor again says, go for surgery. I said, doctor, I don't know for surgery. Malai ta tyo cut number, I don't want any cut on my body. So he said, la, okay, going to be travel going. I said, okay, let's do this. Give me an antibiotics and I'll also do the Pranic Healing on it. I came back, I read everything about appendicitis. I got my healing done. I used to take 3 times a day healing. After 5 days, I went to the doctor. And he says, miracles happen. I said, Pranic Healing happened, so I could cure my appendicitis without any surgery. I haven't had any attacks since then.
And you did it yourself?
No, I didn't do it myself. Of course, I had the healer do it for me. But I'm saying it's possible. When you are sick yourself, you cannot heal yourself.
Right. So, अहिलेसम्म तपाईको नेपालमा पनि तपाईले धेरै यो क्लासेसहरु गरिसक्नुभएको छ. What has been your experience? How receptive people are in them?
People are super receptive in Nepal, in Kathmandu, because when they know, because I said it's logical. It's not superstitious. So when you give them the logic, they understand.
Right.
Oh my God. Oh, isto pani cha bhanera. So I have seen in 2 days, people's consciousness completely changed. The way they look at life completely changed. We talk about law of karma. Like, if you sow one good seed, multiple seeds come back to you. Good seeds. When you do bad seeds, आज मैले कसँग 10 रुपैयाँ लिइराछ भने मेरो भोलि 1000 रुपैयाँ पनि जान्छ नि त. So when you make them understand, they're like, oh my God, I wish we had learned this in school once, right? But at least they're learning it now. And we have seen people drastically change their life. So I had this guy in my class once. He's an industrialist and runs a factory, So one is so plastic use gone on factory which used to harm the environment.
Right.
Okay, so he did the class. He understood law of karma. Next, he says, Preeti, you know what? I went back home and I talked to my parents and everybody, and I changed. I said, we will use a better quality plastic because it's harming the environment.
Right.
So if we are harming somebody indirectly, it'll come back to us someday, right?
Right.
So these are some powerful knowledge, powerful techniques which can really transform your life. And that was what touched me because I didn't know this in school. Had I known, I would have been such a better person, right? So with these teachings, people only become better. Their life becomes better. I have not seen a single person who said, okay, Pranic Healing is not helping me.
Right.
Whether they do healing or not, you become healer or not, but the teachings goes a long way and changes your life.
Right. So, अनि यो geographical space को पनि आफ्नै महत्व हुन्छ होला सायद. As far as I understand, यो नेपाल जुन ठाउँमा located छ, what does as a Pranic healer के भन्नुहुन्छ हाम्रो यो geographical space कति blessed छ, how what
Nepal is spiritually very blessed. Mount Kailash is like very close by. Right? People come, if you see people from US, Europe, when they come for a spiritual trip, Nepal is one of the most powerful places and they want to come here and be here. In fact, I've had so many traveler friends, and every time I interact with them, they're like, out of all the countries we've visited in South India, Nepal is one of my favorite. Why? Because people are so friendly here. More I travel, in fact, even for me, when I say, more I travel, I realize how beautiful and how different is our country and how spiritually blessed. Yeah, prosperity is yet to come, economic growth is yet to come, financial growth is yet to come, but spiritually we are very, very blessed.
Right. And your Pranic Healing was what are the different stages? What kind of classes people has to do?
So there are 5 levels majorly. So first is basic class. Basic class ma tapaiko aura bhaneko ke ho, chakras bhaneko ke ho, law of karma ke ho, simple meditation on twin hearts which helps in growing your heart that we teach. Ani tapaiko simple healing kasari गर्ने जसरी general physician ले काम गर्छ नि. So you become a general physician in the basic class, सानो तिनो रोग कसरी हिल गर्ने, लाइक कुरुगा भयो, खोकी भयो, पेट दुखिरहेछ, टाउको दुखिरहेछ, बिरामी हुनुहुन्छ. You can heal those ailments with basic class and distance healing plus self healing. So advanced is you become an MD. So तपाईले specialization गरिराख्नु भएको छ. So chronic रोग, let's say cancer, arthritis, diabetes, you can heal those ailments with advance. Now there's third level which is psychotherapies, that is more about psychological healing. Tapi stress हुनुहुन्छ. आज को मान्छे stress छैन, right? को मान्छे कसले रिस छैन, right? This anger, people are addicted to cigarettes, drugs, and they want to leave that. We have a technique where you can leave all these habits. We have a technique where stress can be released, anger can be released. Relationship healing can happen, company healing can happen, business healing can happen. So that's psychotherapy class for you. Then we have soul class, which you can start with any class, either soul or basic class. Soul class, it's nothing about healing, but who are you? Where are you coming from? How do you come into your mother's womb?
Right.
What is the journey of the soul?
Right.
All these answers, if you ever question, this is taught in soul class.
Right.
And soul class ma a powerful meditation, meditation on the soul one, Tuesday kinds of. So soul, I would say, I would recommend it for everybody in the world.
There's a lot of introspection in the soul, right?
Yeah, they have to do the soul class because it's all about you. Yeah. Where are you going to go when you're going to die?
Absolutely.
Why do you have these parents? Why are you born in Nepal, or why are you not born to Bill Gates?
Right.
Or born to Shah Rukh Khan? If you've ever questioned these kind of questions to yourself, you'll get answers to these. And then we have a Arhatic class, which is all about character building. Tapaiको चरित्र निर्माण कसरी गर्ने, tapaiको character कसरी राम्रो गर्ने, मेरोमा एउटा नराम्रो बानी छ, म त्यो बानी कसरी हटाउनु. So हामी बिहान के we go to the washroom, we use commode. Right. Similarly, we have emotional commode. So हामीले मेरो emotional रोगहरु, emotional सोचहरु, नराम्रो सोचहरु कसरी निकाल्ने, त्यो मास्टरले very simple techniques are दिनु भएको छ. If you use that every day, you are bound to transform. You're bound to change.
Right. So अहिले हामी जुन टाइममा बाँचिरहेका छौँ, it's a lot of के भन्छ भने त्यो तपाईँको interaction with the outside or material things, possession को निम्ति मान्छेको जुन भागदौड छ, यो बीचमा spirituality is really a good component. अहिले तपाईँले overall society-मा एक लेभलको shift देख्नुहुन्छ? Is there
yes, more. It was more than a good component. It's a must component. You see, 10 years back, would you hear spiritual schools? No. Aaj तपाईं सुन्नुस्, art of living, Isha yoga, pranic healing, vipassana. There are many spiritual schools, and people want to get associated with one or more schools.
Right.
Why? Because now what's happening is with time, stress is increasing, anger is increasing, people are becoming competitive. Right? And this is where you need to balance spirituality with materialism.
Right.
We are not living in the times where, we can leave our house, go to the Himalayas, meditate and become, one with God. Yeah. We are living in a time where we have to run the family, we have to earn bread and butter, we have to make money, we have to take care of our kids, yet be spiritual. What is spirituality? Connecting to your spirit, right? Making your character strong so that we can lead a better life ourselves and for our kids, for the next generation. Right. So I feel both the component is must. And that's why I think spirituality came this time and so many schools are coming because world is driven by so much of competitiveness that we need it right now to balance ourselves. Right. So we need to balance both these factors.
Right. So perhaps it's also a high time that society at large would reflect on, the path that we have taken.
Yes. No wonder that's why everybody is coming towards spirituality. When I talk to people, I say, okay, do Pranic. Do this, art of living. So everybody, you see, even youngsters, they are associated with some or other school. So I would say, whatever connects to you, whatever makes sense to you, connect to that and take the path of spirituality because then you are more closer to your soul.
Right. Preeti, it was such a lovely talking about the Pranic Healing and your experiences and why it's important for all of us.
So thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to talk about Pranic Healing because Pranic Healing, we have a mission of having one Pranic Healer per family so that we can alleviate suffering from the world, suffering from the house, right? Because doctors doesn't have solution for stress, he doesn't have solution for anger, he doesn't have solution for addiction, right? But with Pranic Healing, we do have solution. So our whole mission is having one Pranic Healer per family in every household in Nepal. Now, 10 years back, we didn't have anything. After 10 years, we started in 2010. And now, 2023, we have 10 centers, more than 10 instructors. We have psychotherapy instructors, and we are spreading it like anything in Nepal. So, and with time, I know this will spread and this will alleviate the suffering. So, the whole idea is to create heaven on earth. And we have this is already spread in 130 countries all over the world. So, there are, in every country, there's an instructor. Every country, there are volunteers. Every country, there's a foundation which has been established. And our mother organization is in Philippines and also in Bangalore. So from there, everything, the whole world is being run. All the foundations are being run. So this is Master's vision. And I'm so glad that I got to speak about this mission and Pranic Healing to our Nepali Janpower Sangha, right? So I would highly request that if you get in touch with your nearby Pranic Healing centers and do the basic class, advanced class and get to know about the classes.
Right. Preeti ji, can you also shed some lights on some of the practices that you do through the stones, crystals?
So, as I said, I talked about 5 levels of pranic healing.
Yes.
So, we have another level, pranic crystal healing. So, after psychotherapy, you can do crystal healing as well. So, crystals are powerful tools. They are beings in themselves. They are living being. They have
Lives are.
Yeah, lives are. Right? We've also come from crystals. So, कुनै जुनीमा हामी पनि एउटा crystalबाट नै आज human बन्यौं. Right? So, crystals are being and they have energy. They have power to store energy. They have power to heal. So, crystals चाहिँ के गर्छ भन्दाखेरि, so when we do crystal healing, हातबाट heal गर्ने र crystalबाट heal गर्ने is 100 times more powerful.
अच्छा, मतलब crystalबाट गरे पनि बढी
100 times more powerful.
Okay.
Right? So, crystals are powerful tools. That's why when we wear stones ले के गर्छ, crystals ले के गर्छ, त्यसले negative energies हाम्रो भित्रबाट absorb गर्छ. अनि when we program it, there's a proper way to consecrate and program the crystals. That means we have to give an intention to the crystals that तपाईले यसरी काम गरोस् भनेर. And then crystal starts working like that.
Okay.
And then they can pull out the negative energies. And the way we have to clean our clothes, clean ourselves every day, crystals also need cleansing. So negative energy absorb गरिसकेपछि crystal पनि हामीले एकचोटि चाहिँ सफा गर्नुपर्छ, then you can wear it again.
अच्छा, यसको पनि लेभल छ?
It's called level 0. No, we just have one class. Master wanted to write another book, but unfortunately he could not. Right? So hopefully it will be written by someone somewhere. Right? So because there is infinite knowledge.
Right.
We just need to tap into that knowledge.
True.
So sometimes we bring knowledge from our past lives also. Sometimes हामीले पढ्दा पनि intuitively पनि knowledge आउँछ हैन. So that knowledge needs to be still tapped, I feel.
Right. And I have heard that you are also representing and going to Milan to
so 2 of my jewelry, so I make one of a kind crystal healing jewelry. So 2 of my jewelry got selected for Milano Jewelry Week. So they have artist star jewels भनेर तिनीहरुको अर्कै section छ. त्यसमा चाहिँ मेरो 2 pieces straight from Nepal has been selected. Unfortunately, I will not be able to go to Milan. My visa will not come on time. So I got to know late, and you know how the visa procedure is, 3 months पहिला. So but my jewelry will be there in the exhibit from 19th October. In fact, today is already 15, so it's in another 4 days. From 19th to 21st, it will be exhibited in Milan, and people from all over the world will be coming. So there were many people who were selected, many artists. So my 2 pieces were selected.
So they will have an opportunity to buy that as well?
Yes, anybody can buy. So whoever visits the exhibit, they can buy those pieces.
Hope it's not too expensive.
Well, they are one of a kind. They're very rare. You cannot make that piece again. So when something is rare, it has a price to it. I won't say it's very expensive, but it's definitely valuable.
Right. Yeah. And also I've heard that, there's a huge program in Nepal that's happening on the Pranic Healing School.
We are having a retreat, Pranic Arhatic Yoga retreat next year during Vesak भनेको बुद्ध पूर्णिमाको दिन. The energy is very intense, energy is amplified. So people from all over the world will be attending this retreat. We have 500 people attending the retreat. हाम्रो 16 टीममा हुन्छ एप्रिलमा. So only people who have done Arhatic Yoga class, 5th level class, they are eligible to attend the retreat. So this will definitely bring a lot of changes to the country, hopefully, because with 500 people meditating together, the energy that comes down is intense.
And when is this?
This is from April 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th.
Right, April. And so
2024.
So 500 people meditating together, the whole level of energy would be massive.
Massive. And it can change the तपाईको रोगहरु छ त्यो निकाल्न सक्छ, तपाईको विशेषहरु manifest गर्न सक्छ. You will be highly charged with energy.
So and Preeti, perhaps this is my last question to you. How do you see the whole the project of Pranic Healing heading towards in Nepal? How does it?
It's going very well. We have number of instructors are increasing every year. We are bringing teachers training program. We didn't have psychotherapy trainers till last year. Now I'm glad to say that I'm also a psychotherapy trainer, and we have another psychotherapy trainer. So earlier we would have to call instructors from India all the time, right? So now we don't have to call as many instructors because we have instructors, funds, organizing, we can have more classes. So more and more people are getting, and we are also spreading it in other cities. Like it's been spread in Pokhara, Birganj, Biratnagar, Bhairava, we've been also having classes there.
Right.
So I definitely have, when I look at Nepal, I see it spreading all over,
Right.
especially also going to Tarai in the mountainous area. And I hope we can achieve that aim of having one Pranic Healer program in Nepal.
I wish you all the best for that.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank
looking
you,
forward to interview again, a couple of months down the line, perhaps, just to see how the things are unfolding. And
Yeah, definitely. Why not? It was pleasure having. Thank you for calling me in for the show.
It's my pleasure to have you in there. So thank you so much for the time.